What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on all things regarding money. Kind of, sort of, right? I just got home from work not long ago, so I'm winding down, having me some tea. Either way, I want to talk about budgeting again, but before I start, I want to give this analogy or give you something to think about. It can be used as an example or whatever. Let's say you go work for a company, and then, when you sit down with your supervisor, your manager, they may ask you to write down, your 3 to 6 months goals. Like, what would you like to accomplish in that period before your next review? Within 6 months to a year. Say you get reviews every year, and so you come up with your goals on what you want to accomplish. You write them down. They review it, and then then you do a 6-month checkup to see where you're at, and then for your annual review, you should be talking about all the things that you've accomplished. And since I've never worked in the civilian sector, that's what we did in the military, and that's what we currently do in the government. Like, you write out your goals, and you talk to your managers and your supervisors about the things that you want to accomplish, because you see what it is that you're trying to attain. And because you set those goals, you also know that you have to do things in order to accomplish them. It gives you something to work towards. And then when you work toward those goals and you meet them and you acquire those things, you're then successful. And then you create newer goals, because that's how I think life is. And that's what life is really all about. It's a never-ending cycle. You will never, I don't believe that it's possible to be totally happy. It's crazy to think that if you win $1 million, you're going to be happy. Or if you save or you invest or you become a millionaire, you have assets that value $1 million, then you're going to be happy. Because once you get that or obtain that $1 million, you're then going to say to yourself, now what? Because life is still going to be lifing. You're still going to have to pay bills. You're still going to have to invest. You're still going to have to budget. Nothing changes. So you have to continue to set goals. Think of these companies like Meta. Mark Zuckerberg does not need any more money. Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all these people, Goldman Sachs, all these people in the banking system, they don't need any more money. But, I don't think that life is all about obtaining a goal and then just sitting in your lounge chair and thinking, okay, this is it. Because we have a saying, and we talk a lot amongst each other, veterans, that is. We talk about a lot of people who retire from the military, and then in 4 to 5 years, a lot of them die because their routine has stopped. They're thinking that, okay, I'm here, I don't need to do anything, and boom, they're dead, right? So I think I'm off topic. I hope you get the point. So either way, what I want to talk about, as you can see by the title, this is like a beginner's guide to creating a budget, because it's very hard for people, because some people do not want to face the truth, or some people may think that budgeting is harder than what it truly and really is, and it's not that hard. If you can create plans and goals on your job, why can't you do the same for your life? Why? You have to. The military had us create goals, And the government has us writing out our goals, because they need us to work towards them. Because the more you work towards those goals, the more you're being and becoming a better employee. You get paid, you get bonuses, so on and so forth for your good work. The same thing can happen in life. If you create goals for your life and you start to obtain those goals, then you create newer goals, you will be rewarded in your regular life for said goals, accomplishments, for accomplishing those goals. And then you create more goals, and then you accomplish those. It's a never-ending cycle. I don't think, like, in life, one should never stop learning and creating goals for themselves. You shouldn't. You should not. But that's just my opinion. So here again, a beginner's guide to creating a budget. So if you're looking to take control of your personal finances, creating a budget is the first place to start. You can't have money problems and just sit there and twiddle your thumb and stress yourself out thinking about how you can save more money. You need to create a budget. The reason why people are living paycheck to paycheck because they're not tracking their spending. And if they did, they would find out that they're living above their means. They will find out that they need to find better employment. They will find out that they may need to learn a skill to get a better job. But that's hard work, people. That is very hard work. Well, not just physically. The work is all mental. The body is more than able, if it can, right? If you're a healthy, living, breathing person. The hard part is getting yourself to believe that it's possible, right? Because we live in a very negative society. Like most of the news and attraction and videos on, just in social media, it has to do with a lot of negativity or, I'll just leave it at that. But either way, a budget tracks your income and expenses and allows you to easily see which areas may need improvement. You may need to stop eating out as often. You may need to cancel some of those subscriptions. You may need to get rid of that expensive car. You make $60,000 a year and you have a $50,000 car. You may need to go to a community college the first 2 years. Work, apply for scholarships, and then go to a major college, vice going to a major college and coming out with $60,000 to $100,000 in debt. You may need to do a lot of things, right? So a personal budget spreadsheet, which I have, it helps you, set savings goals and set aside money, not just for bills, but also fun. Like I have money for fun. Like I wanted to go to Thailand this weekend, but I'm not going. So I'm not trying, but I'm telling myself I have to have some fun, because you can get very serious with your budget and not give yourself, a chance to live after all the sacrifices you've made. You should live a little, but it's interesting in life how a lot of people are willing and able to help other people, but when it comes to helping themselves, they don't do it. Either way, making a budget may sound intimidating. That's true, because it's going to force you to look at yourself and your situation. It's going to reveal the truth, and a lot of people are not ready to hear and see things for what they really are. They love believing the lie. They love posting those beautiful pictures on the beach on social media, them in first class, them driving that car, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And sometimes I believe it's a psychological thing that when you put up this front and you start putting out the images of what you want people to believe that this is who you truly are, it's kind of hard to stop doing it. You have to like keep up with the fake appearances. You start living the lie, you know? And it's an expensive lie. So either way, your income. List all of your income you make during a monthly period. Be sure to include all full and part-time job income. If you have real estate, include your real estate income. If you have a side business, include that money as well. So if the amount of money varies month to month, estimate the average amount of income at the beginning of each month. You can do that, right? And fill out the actual income at the end. Your estimation should become more accurate based upon your actual income averages you calculate over time. So it's not that hard. So your expenses, fixed expenses. Fixed expenses are expenses that remain the same each month, unlike my property taxes. My property taxes went up. I was a little upset about that. I paid it, but I was upset. Either way, examples of fixed expenses are loan payments and certain utility payments. Sometimes your gas and your electric and your water bill can be the same. Your HOA is still the same. Your life insurance, so on and so forth, can be the same. So these expenses can also include mortgages and rent. Student loans, don't forget about student loans. All right, so variable expenses. These are expenses that fluctuate each month depending on the variety of factors. Many utility bills are based upon usage. You know what, my utility bill, my electric bill was sky high this month. It was $500. $500. See, I'm sorry. Either way, many utility bills are based upon usage, like water or electricity, and may be more or less expensive depending on the month. So other expenses can be food, gas, clothing, and entertainment. So savings. This is another thing to think about when you're trying to create a budget. Arguably, savings is the most important part of your budget. Setting aside money to save shows that you are able to spend less than you earn and properly plan for the future. That's the problem. People are living way above their means. I'm going to continue more than likely saying this in a lot of the videos when I'm not talking about the stock market, because that is the problem. And the more you say something and the more people hear it, the more it will start to sink into their brains. Like, oh, it makes sense. Because I will say this. When I first started hearing living below your means, I didn't understand it until I kept hearing about it. And then I would watch videos, people talking about budgeting. Then I was like, oh, that's what that means. So living above your means is pretty much you're trying to live a lifestyle that you cannot afford. You're living paycheck to pay. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, or if you only have a few $100s left over at the end of the month, you're living above your means. You're living above your means. You're paying for things. Yes, you can pay for them, but then you have nothing left over after those payments are made. That's not the way life is meant to be. You should not be living that close to the edge. That makes no sense. I save a lot of money and I invest a lot of money. I even I tithe. Yeah, I tithe. Yeah. Pretty much I do what I want to do in my current life, in my current situation. And that's what I want for other people. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because I can't and I don't have these conversations with a lot of people that I'm surrounded by because they're not in the situation that I'm in. And so, like, if I do talk about my situation, some people, uh, it may make them feel a type of way, or they may try to make me feel some type of way. So I just don't talk to them. So that's why I'm here talking to you. So I figured, I'd rather talk to people that are interested in these types of conversations. And now I'm on the internet. So I figured I'd find them on the internet because I don't find them in my day-to-day life that often, or those that are around my age. Older people, yes. But people my age, people in their 30s, 40s, maybe early 50s, not so much. No. So yeah, save your money, people. Like, pay yourself first. You have to pay. You can't keep giving other people money and other places and things your money, but you have nothing. That's crazy. I believe in paying myself first. I'm not about to give out money to some organization or thing and my lights may get cut off, or my water, or I may not be able to make my car payment. You have to be smart. So once you do get in a place where you're comfortable, you have a solid foundation, you're out of debt, all of your money is your money, you're telling your money where to go each month, you can give as freely as you want to. But if you're struggling, but that's just me. I mean, if other people choose that, here's the thing. There's more the way this is something that I told the guys in my office today. They were telling me how they were doing their work, and I said, why are you doing it that way? You can do it much faster and quicker this way. And so then I noticed the expression on their faces when I was talking, and I could tell that it's like I was defeating them, or I was making them feel bad, like my way is the only way. And then I caught myself and I said, you know what? I take that back. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to get to the finish line. This, because I would get to the finish line or to the end product this way, doesn't mean that you have to take the same route. If you have a better way of doing things that makes you understand the job at hand and it gets the job done, then do it your way. So not everyone is going to get to their end goal, the same way. Some people have to run, they have to hit rock bottom before they wake up. Some of us, like me, I tell myself, I do not need to hit rock bottom to figure out what I need to do to make my situation better. Because to me, I listen to self and thoughts, things will happen that will get my attention to say, maybe you need to stop. Don't go there. Don't hang around this person. Don't do these things. And I don't. I just don't. I don't know if that made any sense, but I understand what I mean. All right, pretty much I'm talking too much. But the last thing was save. So, the guide to creating a budget, what I talked about is your income. You have to manage your income. You have to add all of your income up, whatever income you have coming in. Then you look at your expenses. So pretty much you subtract your expenses from your income. And then next we talked about saving. Then you can save your money. Because here's the thing, when you create that budget and you track your income and you start tracking your expenses, you can then start paying off your bills. Because here's the thing, you're not going to be able to save a whole lot of money if you have a lot of bills. You're not. So that's why I advise everyone to do Dave Ramsey's snowball effect. You line up your bills, largest to smallest, and you start throwing everything but the kitchen sink at that bad boy. Dave Ramsey says your emergency fund, starting off his plan, should be with $1,000. Put $1,000 aside for your emergency fund, because life is going to happen. Something's going to happen, right? Again, your tire may blow, the hot water heater may go out, the stove, the refrigerator, the microwave, something will happen. The car radiator, whatever. right? But either way, you put $1,000 aside and then you start throwing everything at your debt. Again, smallest to largest. He doesn't get in. Some people say no, attack the one with the highest interest rate. But if you have an interest rate on one of your credit cards, and let's say it's $5,000, and then you have a credit card that has $600, pay off the $600, because that's one thing that you can get rid of fairly quickly. And then whatever money you were paying towards that $600 credit card bill, you can start rolling on to the next. And then you tackle the small ones, accomplish them, and then just continue to snowball that money into the bigger items. You pay off everything except the mortgage. Continue to make your mortgage payment, but he also advises people, when you get on his plan, you stop all investments because you need control of all of your money. Right? You pay off this debt. Once you pay off this debt, then you stack your kids' college fund. Then you create your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Then the last step, tackle that house. Now you have all of your income. You no longer have student loan debts. You no longer have personal debt. You no longer have a car payment. You no longer have credit card debt. Now you have thousands of dollars, extra dollars, to throw towards your mortgage. And you can pay off your mortgage after that, maybe 5 to 7, not whatever your balance is on your mortgage. Let's say 7 years. Also, once you pay off your debt, then you also start, contributing 15% of your income to your retirement fund. You create your kids' college fund, then you start throwing everything towards your mortgage. Pay off your mortgage. Once you're debt free, like me, my mortgage is paid off. You do whatever you want to do. I invest everything. Not everything, but I invest a lot. That's what I do. That's what I do. And that's what you can do. And that's what you will do. All right, so I've been talking and rambling on long enough. But yeah, take care of yourself, people, and create a budget. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all, because that is what I'm trying to get you to do, is think. You have to think. It's like you're in a trance right now. You're so focused on things that don't matter, like whatever's on TV, whatever's on social media. But you're not focused on you. So start thinking more about you. And I'll be the first to say, it's not going to be easy. Even when you create this budget and you start paying off debt, it will not be easy, because this is something new. It's going to take a lot of discipline, and not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody will get what you're doing. Not everybody will even agree. So what I did, because other people just didn't understand me at the time, I just listened to Dave Ramsey every day. Where I was listening to other like-minded individuals. That's what I did. And that's what I still do. I still listen to Dave. I still listen to him. All right, so again, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not pretending to be one. Any and all information in my videos are for entertainment purposes only and expresses my opinions, right? So, when it comes to investing, before you invest any of your money, please consult with a financial advisor. All right, so you guys take care. Oh, hold on. I want to show you my thing. Hold on. This is the little sign that I made for myself. See? In April of 2021, I was debt free. $299,000 I paid off in 27 months and 19 days. Yep. And, of course, people will see this video and they will say, yeah, good for you. I used to say the exact same thing. When I saw other people doing great things, oh, good for you. But me, I would say, but, I was poor. I came from humble beginning. No one gave me anything. No one gave me anything either. I did this despite my circumstances and where I came from. I'm one of 7. No dad. You know, poor. But I always wanted more. You know, I always created goals. I always wrote things down, not understanding why I did it, but I would do it. And then, you know, yeah, it just worked out. But all right, so you guys take care. Peace.